And this town ain't big enough on She-Oldred and Hopeless Nightmare. We'll go ahead and, yeah. Well, let's do it again. It worked the first time. Resplendent Angel! You have nowhere to run! Well, hello. Welcome, one and all. I am your host, averagezen. You found averagezen Presents. We're coming at you live 3 days a week on Twitch, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 to 1 Central European Time. Posting content up to YouTube 6 days a week, including our original series like Explain It Like I'm 7. Going over the Magic Arena tutorials for newcomers to Magic the Gathering, especially those of a younger audience, or perhaps parents looking to share the magical experience of MTG with their kids or loved ones, or I don't know, maybe you just like it, taking it nice and slow and taking it one step at a time. Don't have time to read all those rules in the rule book, that's fine, we'll cover most of it. Yeah, if you haven't already, please hit that like, subscribe, follow button, all that good stuff really helps out, and we are astounded by the feedback and the viewership that we have already, and I look forward to growing with you and your help. All it takes is a second, hit that like and subscribe, it's free to you and means a lot to me. Without further ado, let's jump in. What are we doing today? Standard ranked. It is a ranked Wednesday, and that's where we jump in to some ranked ladders, and today we're going into standard ranked with a slightly different take on a Kaido Enduring Curiosity deck. This one kind of mashes up two different decks. Our Hopeless Nightmares bounce, which we hate so much. So kind of like a Nurturing Pixie thing, but we don't have Nurturing Pixie in blue-black, so instead we're using Fear of Isolation. This beautiful card is an enchantment, Creature Nightmare for 1 blue and a colorless 2/3 flyer. As an additional cost to cast a spell, return a permanent you control to its owner's hand. Normally a downside, but in our hands, that's a plus, because we're going to bounce things like Hopeless Nightmares, Storm Chasers, Talon, Spyglass, Siren, Nowhere to Run, Flood Pits, Drowner, and we're just going to make life miserable for our opponent until we win. So maybe we're turning the tables. If you joined us yesterday, you know it was a slog. And so many people are playing this card. If you can't beat them, join them. Even though we won't get any sleep tonight thinking about what terrible, terrible people we are. It's okay. Oh, you can forgive yourself. It's just a game. I'll get over it too, eventually. So, without further ado, let's jump into the games. If you want the full deck list, hit !deck in chat, or if you're watching on YouTube, you can check the video description below, and you'll find a link to our Untapped GG page, including, updates to the deck as we make changes, as we are wont to do. Our first opponent will be Disorder, MtG. Yeah, it might be a disorder, I don't know. Alright, well, we have nothing for a turn 1 except for Restless Reef, so good thing we're on the play. Alright, let's go with a Hopeless Nightmare. Now we'll go ahead and start out with the discard. Hopefully they don't pitch anything good. Bloodletter. Okay, so we're looking at a slasher deck, potentially. Gotta watch out for the combos. Luckily, we do have double removal in hand as well as bounce. The bat. Uh-oh. I think we'll be okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and cut down so we can trigger prowess. And then we will cast nothing because we're just going to attack in. We're going to hold up nowhere to run, and or this town ain't big enough in case they try targeting our otter. No, yeah. And second bat coming down. Well, let's go ahead and take care of that. You can take a look at our fear of isolation. Cut down, says the otter. That's alright. They will be replaced. There are more otters. We have so many otters. Oh, I'm so glad that our opponent did not see that Tishana's Tidebinder. That's going to be fun. Alright, let's go with Hopeless Nightmare. We shall cast a Hopeless Nightmare, further reducing our opponent's resources. I mean, we're down to 2. Why shouldn't they be down to 2? Yeah, Preacher of the Schism takes the pitch into the bin. The fear has been cut down. Oh, but this is very spicy. Alright, so we have 2 flash creatures. And this town ain't big enough. Seems okay to me. Well, let's go ahead and cast This Town Ain't Big Enough on the Talent and the Hopeless Nightmare. Alright, cool. Let's Hopeless Nightmare. Yep, and Storm Chaser's Talent. And we can hold up Flood Pit's Drowner. Easy peasy. I told you, Flood Pit's Drowner. I've said it before. He's a hoss. That is a hoss of a merfolk. Well, let's go ahead and lock that down. Sure. No blocks. We'll be okay. I'm fairly certain of it. We'll flash out Tishana's Tidebinder. Hit him with the Storm Chaser's Talent. Now I should have waited for the triggered ability on Shieldred on that Tidebinder. Got a little ahead of myself. We'll not try to do that again. Oh, the Edict. Well, we'll get rid of the Tidebinder since they're not currently doing anything. And we definitely block. Alright, draw. Not the worst thing in the world, however, we would very much like to get a spell back. We're going to return This Town Ain't Big Enough, I think, and attack in. Down to 7. We're at 15. They gain 2, back to 9. Hit us for 4. Okay, go for the throat on the Drowner. We were expecting some interaction. Alright, well, let's go ahead and This Town Ain't Big Enough on Shieldred and Hopeless Nightmare. Oh, very nice. Hopeless Nightmare comes down. We can hold up Flood Pit's Drowner. They really want that Shieldred. Oh no, they were like, no, it's okay. We'll take care of it. It's fine. The Blood Letter. We'll not be participating in battle anytime soon. We'll go ahead and, yeah. Return a card to our hand and trigger prowess and probably win. I don't know. I guess that's how it goes. Flood Pit's Drowner win. So good. So good in this deck. Just bounce it over and over and over again. We'll get so many stun counters. Our opponent will likely be stunned. Up against Baron Lee. What is in the flasks, Oko? That looks dangerous. Alright, we'll go first with this hand. I like it. We even got our one of fun of Gix's command. How about a Storm Chaser's Talent turn 1? Seems good. 2 Fear of Isolations. I foresee a lot of otters in our future. If our opponent can put up with that, that is. I think the correct answer here is we just attack in, nowhere to run now, before they can royal treatment it, and now it doesn't matter because it has hexproof and ward me nothing in the face of nowhere to run. And we can recur it so many times with Fear of Isolation. So good. Oh well, let's do it again. It worked the first time. Yeah, how many more cacophony scamps will you have? Because I think we have enough to deal with the playset here. Hardfire Hero, you're next on the queue. Yes. And then there was Fear of Isolation. Would you perhaps care to blow the otter up out of the grass? He doesn't belong there. He's out of his element. Make some more otters. My spirit animal. Go, go, go. Go, otters. Smash clams, bellies, all around. Full of clams. Did you know that an otter has a pouch where they keep their lucky rock they use for smashing clams and shellfish? That is wild. Alright, well, let's go with Fear of Isolation on Nowhere to Run. We'll hold that up. Seems good. And I would cast it, but I don't think we need to. We're just gonna let that Fear of Drowning is what we're calling this deck. I mean, the list has been circling around on MtG quite a bit. Very, very similar lists. Performing quite well, and Mono Red just cannot hit land drops, and we were like, nope, no cacophony scamps for you. No damage to our face. You will be taking the damage today, Mono Red. Or whatever you're calling yourself. Let's do it again. Drown in your fears. Teen TT. Teen Titans Tower. Okay, that's what my son would say. No black mana, but no problem. Because we just need one black pip to ninjutsu in Kaido. Seems good. Let's go. Spyglass Siren. Making maps. Figuring it out. The Fabled Passage. Hey, we even got our thing. How about that? Alright, well, let's go ahead and attack in. And I think we go with Storm Chaser's talent here. I'm a little dubious of the fabled passage there. All right, planes. C.I.A. Okay. Well, C.I.A., I think this town is not big enough for the both of us. And let's go, Otters. Go, Otters, go. Go, Otters, go. Resplendent Angel. You have nowhere to run. Very nice. Alright, let's go ahead and get in for 5. Cast Fear of Isolation. We'll return nowhere to run back to our hand. And then next turn, I think we can ninjutsu and Kaido and hold up nowhere to run, if necessary. I think we easily can bring back Fear of Isolation here in ninjutsu. That would be a good play, in my humble opinion. There's any number of good plays we can make with Fear of Isolation and Kaito. Getting roped. Angels don't like us. We fly. We remove so much value. I'm sorry, Teen Titans, if that is in fact your name. But we gotta climb this ladder somehow. Don't feel bad. It's a good deck. Angels, I'm not sure. I'm not sure that's a good deck. We tried it. Lots of people have tried it. In this meta, it has worked in the past. I'll give you that. It has worked in the past. But right now, not looking so great. Alright, well, let's get on in for some damage. Ninjutsu and Kaido. And then we'll surveil, draw some cards. Yeah, that's good. Kaido, I've never heard him say that before. He says, haha, now I know your weakness. I really should figure out how to share the audio on here. I guess it's not a big deal, but I get a kick out of the comments the Planeswalkers make sometimes on here. Alright, I think we have this one locked up. I mean, even if they hit a split up here, we're still good, right? I mean, Kaido comes in and deals some damage. Fear of Isolation comes in, deals some damage. And we're golden, in theory. I tell you, today's going already. I don't want to jinx it. Today's going about as well as yesterday went poorly. Our excursion into Pioneer Explorer, despite playing top deck lists in the meta that we just wanted to mess around with, we just got our faces smashed in repeatedly yesterday in mirror matches and bad draws, and it's the worst run of luck I've ever, well, I can't say that I've ever experienced on Arena, but we know. Alright, let's do it again. Let's see if we can hit diamond today. That would be nice, you know? Plan on doing some midweek magic later on this afternoon. Not recording this one. I don't like to do the ones where, like sealed or phantom drafts, all that stuff. It's just not repeatable. If we get repeatable events, I'll make videos of those. Unless people start wanting to see that, please let me know in the comments. Is that something you want to see? You want to see the sealed and phantom drafts and midweek magic? All right. Well, we got Azorius control here, it looks like. Fountain port into the pitch. Don't mind seeing that. Fabricate. Okay, we're dealing with artifacts. This may not be a good matchup for us. However, I think we can put them off whatever they're trying to do here. Right now, let's let them scry. They'll think, oh, everything's going according to plan. But then, the town is just not big enough for the simulacrum synthesizer. Alright, let's go Hopeless Nightmare, and we'll hold up the Flood Pit's Drowner. Now, Drowner and Kaido seems like a nasty combination. They got rid of the braided net, very nice. There's Simulacrum Synthesizer once again. And go ahead and get your scry on. I wish we didn't have so many lands in hand. To the top. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright. Cool. We even have Enduring Curiosity. My goodness. Alright, let's go with Surveil and see if we can find something to deal. Now, we don't need the land. I'll take the Fear of Isolation, though. Oh, they found another Simulacrum Synthesizer. Alright, let's Gloom Lake Verge. We will start out with a -2. Lock that down. Go ahead and attack in. Hit them with the Enduring Curiosity. And just hope that they don't have any more artifacts in hand. Fabrication Foundry, okay. And Assimilation Aegis will trigger. Alright, they got rid of Enduring Curiosity. That's a bummer. Well, let's go ahead and -2 on that one. And then we will attack in. Ninjutsu in Kaido. And then Spyglass Siren. We will hit we'll Surveil. And then yes, Gix's Command, please. That looks great. And I think we can hold up Flood Pit's Drowner for our 8/8 friend over there. And Eccentric, eh? And what will you get, pray tell? Well, not looking good here. And then yeah, sure. You're not doing any of that. Alright, cool. So what are our choices here? Highest power among creatures they control. I think. What we have to do is this town ain't big enough, and we return that token and Hopeless Nightmare. Hopeless Nightmare. And then lock down this guy. Fear of Isolation on Floodpit's Drowner. Floodpit's Drowner on Annex Sentry. And attack in. They're down to 2. They can deal 4 to us, and we've got 2 in the air. And we have not been touched. This deck, normally the Simulacrum Synthesizer deck, I would think it would run all over us. We have no artifact interaction, but we are dominating this game. And our opponent just cannot hit lands. We've been making them discard. Well, they discarded the Fountain Port. Okay, they got the Braided Net back. I mean, that's great, but you're still taking 2 in the air. Well, I guess they can use the Braided Net. However, but they don't know about the Gix's command. Yeah, go for it. I just, whatever they got in their hand, it better be good. We'll go with... Oh, we go with winning. That's what we go with. All right, let's do it again. I love it. Taking out Simulacrum Synthesizer. What a day. What a day. Let's go. Fear of Drowning. The Floodpit's Drowner is coming for you. He's like the Merfolk Undertaker. That should be a card. What do Merfolk do with their dead? I don't know. Fart marks will be our opponent. Oh, we get to go second. Okay. And they start out with a Leyline Axe. This is going to be fun. Okay. Let's go Spyglass Siren. Okay, alright. Well, let's crack the map token. Get a land. Hopeless Nightmare it up. Uh-huh. Looking good, feeling good. And then there was the Blade Whip. The Blade Hold War Whip. Well, let's, let's just get Kaido out. You can take care of the whip. Uh-huh. Goodbye, whip. And then there was Kaito. I mean, they're down to 2 cards here. They have to be pretty good. Aster. Look at the top 7 cards of your library. Reveal an equipment or vehicle card. Put it into your hand. Rest in the bottom equipment you control have equipped 1. What? Vehicles you control have equipped... What? What? Celestial Armor? What? Alrighty then. Well, let's, Spyglass Siren. And go for the throat on that. And, attack in. Do some surveillance. No, well, you know, I'm not sure the cut down is relevant here. But if we keep on getting mana all week, I mean, we got some interesting loops here that we can accomplish. No, they're leveling. Level up, please. Oh, it's a 3-3 now. Watch out. Oh, it's a 4-4 now. Watch out. Okay, well, let's go with Fear of Isolation, and we'll return the Hopeless Nightmare. Cast the Hopeless Nightmare. Make them discard. Oh, another Leyline Axe. Don't mind seeing that go. We'll deal some damage. Surveil with Kaido. Those can both go. Alright, well. We tried. We tried to get something other than a land. Yeah, level that bad boy up. Give everything double strike that's already got double strike. Yes. You're doing it. All of it's equipped. Are you going to re-equip? Well, I have bad news, opponent. You're going to have to do that, yes. However, I guess we should have done the nowhere to run there. We're going to be okay. I mean, it's got trample, so there's no point in blocking. We will be alright. Because they're dead. They were like, Kaido must die for his sins. And then I will follow. That was an interesting equipment deck. Oh, we got a banner. Can we do it again? Keep this train going. Keep drowning our opponent over and over again. Mariano. I wonder if this is my buddy Mike Mariano over in Kansas City. We used to play Magic the Gathering together, in paper even. We played Magic the Gathering at my wedding. We did. There was 4 of us playing in the entryway of the church while we were waiting for my wife to get ready and get all her stuff situated and walk down the aisle. Alright, mirror match time. Once again, we got a lot of lands. And we're just not going to slow down with that, are we? Okay, well, no sense in playing out the Fear of Isolation right now. Okay, I said no sense in playing out the Fear of Isolation right now. Shuffler. Shuffler. Oh, yes, they will experiment with auguries and try to poison us. They eventually probably will, if we play a creature. Or they get the, prologue to Phoresis? Infectious Inquiry. Okay, we got a poison counter. Cool. They did it. Oh, come on. You can't be serious right now, Shuffler. Come on. You cannot be serious right now. This has been the worst draw so far that I've experienced with this deck. We might as well flash out the Tidebinder. I don't think they have anything in their deck that it's going to interact with. And the worst that can happen is we get another poison counter. Yeah, run that removal out. Vraska's Fall, Anoint with Affliction. Okay, well. Alright, well, let's do things. Alright, and a Fear of Isolation. And we'll return the Storm Chaser's talent. Recast the Storm Chaser's talent. And crack the map and on Fear of Isolation, get it out of cut down range if they don't have one in hand. Oh, that didn't work. We drew another land. Come on, man. You gotta be kidding me right now. We have 5 in play and 3 in hand. 2 Fear of Isolations. Okay, sure. Serum Snare. Experimental Augury. We're up to 3 poison counters. Can they keep the train rolling? That's what we're trying to do. Stop it. If this is Mike Mariano, I'm very disappointed in you, Mike. You silly, silly fool. Of course we're gonna block. Alright, Fear of Isolation. Number 2. Finally have something to play it with. Storm Chaser's talent. Make a token. Spyglass Siren. Try and get the map token again to hit something other than a land, please. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Come on. How can we possibly be 33% to draw a land? We should be 0% at this point to draw land. Alright, we have 4 poison counters and our opponent is reloading their hand once again. Alright, that's 1 Fear of Isolation down. And another Bilious Skull Dweller. And we draw another land. You have got to be freaking kidding me right now, man, with this. You have got to be kidding me right now with this. We have to kill the Merrics. That's about all we can do with our hand. And I gain life. Oh, yeah, go for it. This has been a draw and a half. What is going on? I mean, we absolutely block. Not a second thought. Oh, now we get a cut down. I guess we're just gonna go with making tokens all the time. Serum Snare. Alright. Cool. Well, we'll attack in. Fear of Isolation. Return the Spyglass Siren. We're at 6 poison counters. Our opponent has a handful of cards. And they keep hitting their land drops too. Vraska's Fall. Okay. Up to 7 poison counters. They make the Merrics. Alright, now we get to do things. Let's start out with destroying the Merrics. And then we'll get to search for a land. And put it in untapped. That's fine though. Because we're going to make them discard right off the bat. Yeah, we'll take that action. We're going to get ourselves a blue source. Cast Hopeless Nightmare. And they said nice. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, okay, so they are hitting nothing but lands here. Just like us. Now that's small comfort, I guess. And then, I guess we'll crack a map. We finally hits a non-land. Wonderful. They're at 7 life. We're at 7 poison. Seems fair. No, I'm sorry. 8 life. Prologue to Pheresis. Draw your card. We're at 8 poison. And they find a bilious skull dweller. All things considered, that's not the worst. Okay. We're gonna do it. Can we get there? Can we get there? Well, let's bring back the cut down. Cut it down. This is the first game I think I've ever played that I've gotten to the level 3 of the Storm Chaser's talent. And had it been, and it's relevant right now, we may win with otters. Yes! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That was a nail biter. We are on a rampage. Rampage. Celebration. 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 Otters. 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 Smash them on your belly. That's what I'm saying. Let's do it again. In case you can't tell, we're having fun today. Fun is on the menu. Chuckosaurus. Will you join us? Please, let's play a game. Well, I get to go first. But we have tricks. Alright, let's begin the nightmare. And there was... Oh, we're doing Azorius again? Is this another synthesizer deck? Does Matchmaker sense that we have no artifact interaction per se? No? Okay. Esper. Alright, well, let's go for Hopeless Nightmare number 2. We're just gonna raid the hand until we get a creature that we can cast to ninjutsu out Kaido, I guess. Entity Tracker. What is going on here? Oh, this is the Esper version of this deck with Nurturing Pixie. Oh, maybe? No? Okay, I don't have... We'll find out. Sheltered by Ghosts on one of our Hopeless Nightmares. Alright, so easy decision here. We're going to Nowhere to Run on the Optimistic Scavenger. Make him discard again. Yeah, that's why Sheltered by Ghosts, not so great. They pitch their own Nowhere to Run. Not exactly permanent removal. Just really annoying removal. Hopeless Nightmare, we can deal with that. We'll pitch Swamp. Cool. Fear of Isolation. And we'll return the Hopeless Nightmare to hand. We'll hit him again for 2. It looks like it makes no sense because they don't have any cards in hand, but we're just burning them because we know we can bounce it again. We're going to bounce it again next turn when we, well, not next turn, but when we ninjutsu Kaido in and take Fear of Isolation back. So many plays. The mind boggles. To the bottom, we like to see it. Yes, taking them down. One more. We are on a, we have not lost a single game. We have not lost a single game in 45 minutes. This is amazing. I love it. Winning isn't everything, but it does make it a little bit more rewarding. And we get the Flood Pit's Drowner. We have a playset, thank you, but we'll take it in honor of our deck. Let's drown them until they die. Well, that sounds really morbid, actually. With the Drowners, the Flood Pit Drowners, we're not doing it. It's the Flood Pit's Drowners, see. They're just going to do Flood Pit Drowner things. You can't stop that. That's what they do. Alright, I like this. Maybe? No, we got elves. ramp it up. Well, we'll get an otter. I like that. I was wondering what we were going to bounce with Fear of Isolation. Now I know. And tap-a-tap-taparoo for Up the Beanstalk. Keeping a red and green open. We have a shock? I don't understand. Well, let's go ahead and attack in and see what happens. I'm tempted to play out the Fear of Isolation here, but I think I'm actually going to hold up. This town ain't big enough and or go for the throat. Alright, I got a heaped harvest. I think that is a good enough excuse to go for the throat on the elf. And then they'll have to cast Royal Treatment or something on it. No, Burst Lightning on our otter. Okay, fair enough. I thought, I was wondering if they were going to kill the otter. That's why they held up that red mana last turn. It all works out. I'm pretty sure. Except we have colorless mana here. Well, let's go with another Storm Chaser's Talent. And hope we get a land next turn? No, they found another elf, down to one card in hand. Okay. Okay, we really need another land. I'm sorry, opponent. We gotta kill your Gorge here. We need a blue. Yeah, we'll do that. And attack on in. See if they block. Worth a shot. Either way, we get something. Alright, they have all the lands in the world and up the beanstalk. What's the last two cards in hand now? Okay. Well, let's attack in. No blocks. Kaido seems good. We will bounce the otter back. That's fine. Yeah, well, you cannot block. You already declared no blockers. Tap that down. I mean, they're already on 6 mana. What could they possibly have that they can't cast? But, I mean, every little bit helps, I guess. That's all we can really do. Brotherhood's End. Okay. And they foretell an outcast or trailblazer. Fun times ahead. Let's go with Fear of Isolation and return Storm Chaser's Talent. And Fear of Isolation. Fear of Isolation. And return Storm Chaser's Talent. I like the Enduring Curiosity here. Alright, well, you get to add a mana and cast what? Eldrazi? I don't know if he'll... Smuggler's Surprise. Okay. Well, hopefully it doesn't have any powerful ETBs, whatever they're going for. Calamity. Alright, they draw. We saddle. And then terrible things happen. They reload their hand. And that was a good combo. We might be losing this one. No blocks. Alright, so I think it's clear, to me anyway, that we gotta hold up 2 Flood Pits Drowners next turn. Well, let's see what they do. Vault-born Tyrant. Well, let's lock that down. Let's lock that down. I mean, yeah, go for it. You're gaining life. You're drawing cards. You're doing all the things you want to do. Can we fight through this? I think we can. I think we can. Let's bounce this 2 back. Let's Storm Chaser's Talent. We'll attack in. And we will definitely be sending Outcaster Trailblazer away. I mean, they've got a whole handful of cards and all 9 mana at their disposal, so I mean, I don't expect that this will allow us to survive, but maybe, just maybe. If we lose to this, I'm okay with that. This will be the only match that we've lost in the entire hour. Terror of the Peaks. Okay. What's about to take damage? Outcaster Trailblazer. Alright. They found another one. Our Fear of Isolation takes 4. They get another mana. What do they have for 2? Anything? No? Okay. Okay. Well, let's tear the Peaks back to their hand. Storm Chaser's Talent back to our hand. Storm Chaser's Talent. Flood Pit's Drowner on... No, we attack in with the Otter. We attack in with Fear of Isolation. They have to block. And then... they're at 9. We're at 5. They have enough mana to tear the Peaks and Vault-born Tyrant to kill us, don't they? 6, 7... But they cast an Up the Beanstalk. That's 7, 12. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, no, they're just short. But, I mean, I'm surely they have a creature in their hand with 5 power, or total 5 power toughness, multiple creatures that they could have probably played. Alright, Terror of the Peaks. When they draw some more... no. Maybe we should have Flood Pit's Drowner before. Is that a mistake? We'll see. Overlord, yeah, I mean... Okay, no, they impended it. Do we win? Do we somehow win? Do we somehow win this? My goodness. Oh man, this is going to be close. Hold on, let's see what we can do here. Oh. That's 2, 4, 6 damage. That's not enough. Well, it's Enduring Curiosity. See what we draw. It's just not enough. We're just a little short. Good game. Alright, I can accept that. That was a good game. 5-3. With, this crazy stuff going on. And our opponent, double the mana we have. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yes. Oh man, I love this deck. I think this is going to be one I'm going to play for at least a couple of days before I get tired of it. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave us a comment. Man, tell us how we're doing. How's our driving? As always, love one another. Be cool, don't be a jerk, and have fun playing Magic the Gathering.